Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangum langhayate girim yatkripatamaham vande paramanandamadhavam yatkripatamaham vande sadgurum chandrasekharam. Namassarvebhyah. So in the previous class, in the contemplation part of it, we were seeing that Prahlada was doing the stuti, and in the 37th verse, he said that Bhagavan took the form of Hayagriva for the sake of Brahma and killed both Madhu and Kaitabha, who are the form of Rajas and Tamas, and restored the Vedas back to Brahma. Moving on to the 38th verse, he begins as Itham. Itham means in this manner, like this, thus. In the previous 8 verses, from verse 30, where he began as Ekastvameva, starting from that till verse 37, in 8 verses, we saw that at the beginning of verse 30, he began like that to say that Bhagavan by himself sees everyone equally. There is no somebody close to him or away from him, or somebody he likes or dislikes. There is nothing like that. But only due to how they react or their upadhi, that is whether they are in sattva, whether they their devotion towards Bhagavan, based upon that, his anugraha is there upon them. We saw that in that verse. So in these 8 verses, now he has explained using various avatars or various forms of the Lord as to where he protects and where he vanquishes. These he has been explaining over the past 8 verses. Here he concludes that part of the that subject of his stuti. Therefore he says Itham, like this. What are you doing, O Bhagavan? You have taken various avatars. Avatars in what yonis? Nr means man. Tiryak means Tiryak directly, literally means horizontal. So those things which move horizontally are called as Tiryak. So animals and birds in Sanskrit are called as Tiryak. Then Rishi, sages or Deva, among the Devas, Jasha is as a fish. These kind of avatars you have taken. Nr avatars we know, like Rama, Krishna, etc. Tiryak is animal avatars like Kurma, Varaha and so on. Rishi avatars like Parashurama and Vamana. Deva avatars being inconceivable like Narasimha itself. Or Jasha avatara like the Matsya avatara. All these various avatars you have taken. Why did you take the avatars? Lokan vibhavayasi. To protect the worlds, to protect the creation, you took that. Also to destroy the enemies. Hamsi jagat pratipane. Pratipa means one who is opposite to you, or enemy is called as pratipaha. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. That to show that he is using very similar words. Lokan vibhavayasi hamsi jagat pratipane. And also what do you do? Dharma samsthapararthaya. Dharmam mahapurusha pasi. So always avatara karya takes these 3 things into consideration. Protection of the sadhus, destruction of those who are against dharma, and samsthapana of the dharma itself. Establishment of dharma itself. These are the 3 goals of any avatara that we see. When do you do these avatars? Yuganuvrittam. According to the yuga, whatever kind of avatara is needed. In the Krita, Treta and Dwapar yuga, the first 3 yugas, you take such avatars. In the Kali yuga, you are Channaha. Channaha means hidden, secret. In the Kali yuga as such, there is no avatara of Bhagavan. You see, the Krishna avatara got over in Dwapar yuga. In Kali yuga, we say the Kalki avatara will come, but that Kalki avatara is not useful for the Kali yuga. It is useful for the next Satya yuga, because it just completes the Kali yuga and takes it forward. So in the Kali yuga as such, he is Channaha, he is secretly hidden. Where? In the Mahapurushas, in great Mahatmas and saints, we find that Avatara Purushas come in the form of Mahatmas, in the form of Bhaktas, in the form of Jnanis. That's how we find Mahapurushas in Kali Yuga. Therefore, Channaha Kali Yuge Kalau. Because you are like that, Yada Bhavaha, therefore you are named as Triyuga. The name of Bhagavan itself is called as Triyuga. Triyugaha Athasattvam. So you are named as Triyuga. It is a well-known name for Bhagavan. His name is Triyuga because he takes birth, he takes avatara only in Krita, Treta and Dwapara Yugas. Prahlada is referring to that. Moving on to verse 39. Naitanmanah tava kathasu. Now continuing, Prahlada says, so many avatars you have taken, but wretched as I am, that I am not fit enough to always find delight in these glories of yours. Tava kathasu etat manaha, this mind within me that is there like a monkey. O ruler of Vaikuntha, it is not taking delight in those stories, those avatara kathas of yours. Why is it not taking? Because of all those previous vasara that is there. Durita dushtam. Durita means the papa. Papa is called as durita. My mind has been overcome by the previous papa. Whenever we think of Bhagavan or we are in satsanga, we say that opportunity for satsanga was created because of purva punya. Similarly, when you are away from satsanga, you get negative thoughts or you are impelled to do something that you don't want to. That is because of purva papa. So durita dushtam, that which has become dushta because of previous durita, that is previous papa. Asadhu tivram, also it has become asadhu. Because of that previous papas, it has become immensely wicked and morbid. That is, that mind is start under our control, it is going wherever it wants. And it is filled with desires. Kamaturam. Atura means that you are wanting more and more and more desires. Atura means one who cannot be stopped by using logic or something. You cannot put sense into it. That is called atura. Kamatura or atura also means one who is diseased. So the disease for us is desire. We have the disease of desire. Kamaturam. Harsha, Shoka, Bhaya, Eshana, Artham. These are the things, these are the diseases that affect the manas. What are the diseases? Harsha, joy, and then Shoka, grief. So both these are diseases. See, the perception of the jaris, the lens with which they look at it. For us, joy is not a disease. Grief might be a disease. But for a jnani, both joy and grief are both diseases. Because manas is not in the samya sthiti. Whenever it moves away from equanimity, it becomes a disease. So harsha and shoka both are diseases. Similarly, fear is the other disease. Eshana is wanting something. Artham. That artha is the craving, or it is in despair because of that. In such a state, tasmin katham tavagatim vimrishami. When my mind is always wandering like this in these kind of things, afflicted by joy, grief, fear, etc., then how am I going to think of you? Tavagatim katham vimrishami. How am I going to be able to think of the path towards you? Because I am dinaha. I am so miserable. I am in such a state. Because I am in such a state, O Bhagavan, verse 40 he continues saying, what is that miserable state? Why am I such a dina? I have these 5 senses. I have the other indriyas. My karmendriya and jnanendriya, they are there. All of them have to be put in use for your seva. Kayena vacha manasa indriyirva. That way I want to use it towards your worship. But that does not happen. Because each sense seems to have a mind of its own, even though I do not want it to have. If I see a very nice tasty food in front of me, I am not able to control myself. Immediately I want to put it in my mouth. It might be Ekadashi on that day. but I am not able to stop myself from having it. I want to eat it. I am drooling. Jihva ekataha achyuta vikarishati mam. Oh Achyuta, this tongue is pulling me to one side. Those taste buds are drawing me towards one side. I am not able to control them. Avitrupta, because they are not gratified. They are not pleased. Given something, it is not that it is always fully at peace or satisfied with that. It wants something else, something different. You always want something more, something different, new experiences. So, jikvaikato chuta vikarshati ma vitrupta. Shishnaha anyataha. Shishnaha means the reproductive organs, the generative organs. They pull me to some other side. Tvag udaram shravanam kutaschit. The other things like the sense of touch or my hunger, what to ask of it, or the ears wanting to listen to various kinds of music. So each of these pulls me to a different side. The body in Kathoparishad is compared to the chariot, and the senses are compared to the 5 horses. Those 5 horses, if they are under control, they will go in the same direction. But these senses are out of control. So each of the horse is pulling this in a different direction. That way he says, each of these kutaschit. Each of them is pulling this in an unknown direction. There is no coordination between anything. Granaha anyataha. The sense of smell is pulling me elsewhere. Chapala drik kvacha. Drik means the eyesight. The vision wants to go elsewhere. It wants to see something else. That is chapala. Chapala means something that is always restless. Even though it gets what it needs, it wants a little more. That is called as chapala. We would have had full stomach of something and we are no more feeling hungry. But if you see something that you like, you immediately want to eat that. That is called as chapala. Similarly, these eyes, they are always seeing something, but they want to watch some movies again and again, or they want to go see something. Why? It is not enough. We want something more again and again and again. So that chapala drik kvacha, like this karma shaktihi bhakvyaha, this vasana, this impression to go on doing some karma or the other. You just cannot stay quiet. This person cannot stay in one place simply. He sits down for meditation, immediately there will be a smell wafting through the nose, and he will ask what is there in the kitchen. So that way this karma shakti is bhakvyaha. Various, from every side things are pulling. He just cannot sit simply. How? He gives an example, an analogy. Prahlada says, Sapatnya iva gehapatim lunanti. Like a man who is married to multiple wives, he does not know how to deal with them, who to give importance. Each one wants his attention. So he is not able to equally distribute. Like that, the co-wives of a householder, the way they want his attention towards multiple sides and he is at a loss for everything. Like that, lunanti. Lunanti is to just tear them apart, piece. Sapadyaiva gehapatim. Like that, the number of senses, all the shakti that is there within us, the karmendriyas and jnanendriyas, they are pulling us in 10 different directions. This is the Dina Sthiti that he said in the previous verse. Like this, I am so miserable, O Bhagavan. When I am like this, evam, when I am so miserable, swakarma patitam. Why am I in this state? Because of my own karma. It is not your making. My purva janma karma is such that I have fallen in this damn pit here. Swakarma patitam. Where have I fallen? Bhava Vaitaranya. Vaitarani is the river in Yamaloka, which every jiva crosses at death. This samsara, the bhava here itself, the current life itself is Vaitarani Nadi. I don't have to drop this body and go for death to Vaitarani. This itself, this samsara that I see around me, that itself is like a Vaitarani Nadi for me. What kind of Vaitarani Nadi? Anyonya Janma Marana Ashana Bhita Bhitam. There is one Janma and then there is Marana. In between Janma and Marana, what is there? Bhoga. Bhoga means eating again and again, eating various kinds of joys, various kinds of desires. Not only joy, grief, everything. Ashana is to consume. Yeah. So between this Janma and Marana, constantly consuming these various kinds of emotion. And then after that Marana, again the next Janma, like this, it's a continuous cycle. Janma, Marana, Ashana. Janma, Marana. Or Janma, Ashana, Marana. Janma, Ashana, Marana. Having done this again and again, I am so scared. Bhita, Bhita. I'm so afraid of this. Seeing the people. Pashyan Janam. I also feel very compassionate towards everyone, says Prahlada. Swapara Vigraha Vaira Maitra. Because in the samsara, how do we deal with people? You look at a person, he is either close to me or I don't like him. This is the way we keep dealing. Whenever we have an interaction, if there is no interaction, then there is nothing to say. But once, as soon as we interact, we judge people. We say, oh, he aligns with me, or he does not align with me. So it's either Swa or it is Para. If it is Swa, then it is Maitra. That is, if he aligns with me, then he becomes a friend. He becomes a Maitra. If he is Para, then he becomes Vigraha. That is immediate, I don't like him, I keep avoiding him, or I just don't want to talk to him. So this is, if it is Para, it is Vigraha. It is Swa, it is Maitra. So Swapara, Vigraha, Vaira, Maitra. Vaira and Maitra are friendship and enmity. Whether with, if the person is ours, he is Swa, or else he is Para. Like this itself, we keep creating relationships. Anteti. What to say? This is how we create samsara around ourselves. O Parachara. This samsara in which I am there, this existence, you are the ferryman. Parachara means Vaitarani is the Nadi he is comparing it to. So you are the boatman who has to make me cross from this bank of samsara to the other bank. You have to take me across this Vaitarani river. Parachara, Piprihi. Piprihi is to protect. Please protect me. I am a Mudha. Why am I a Mudha? Because I allow all these senses to take me to 10 different directions. I have no control over them. So I am foolish. I have no control. Therefore, you have to protect me. You are the right boatman. Hence, you protect me. Requests Narasimha. And when he says, protect me, he looks at Narasimha and says, no, you will be able to protect. You know why? Because Akhila Guru, you are Akhila Guru. You are the Guru for the whole of the Jagat. Konvatrate prayasaha. There should be no effort at all. There is not a great any trouble from your side. It's not like you have to put in so much effort to protect me from this, or you have to take special prayasa or prayatana to protect me. That is not necessary. For you, it is very simple. You are able to create the whole world and destroy it also. When you are able to do that in a winking of your eyes, without any effort, you are able to create the soul of the creation and dissolve it also, then uplifting me or making me cross over the samsara is not going to be a great deal for you. That's what he says. Konvattate Bhagavan prayasaha. What is the great effort that you are going to take? Because you are bhava sambhava lopahetoho. Bhava is samsara. Sambhava is creation. Lopa is dissolution. You who are the cause for the creation and dissolution of the whole of the creation, for you, what is the great effort in helping me cross over this samsara? Not at all. There is no effort from your side. Therefore, please do that. Take some compassion on me and do that. Not only on me. I am not asking this for myself. Because I am asking this for everybody. Everybody who is around me here. All the Asura Balakas also. Mudheshu vai mahadanugraha arthabandho. For people who are close to you, Meaning somehow I have become close to you, I am doing Narayana Bhajana. Priyajana, see the last line, he says, Priyajanan anusevatam naha. We who are your servants already, who are worshipping you, we already have that grace. From verse 30 I have been saying that we already have that grace. Kim te nate, there is nothing special if you protect us. We who are your devotees, if you protect us, there is nothing special. But your anugraha, mahad anugraha, is to be shown towards mudhas also. Mudhas like these asura balakas around me, to them also you have to show this mahad anugraha. That is what I ask of you, he asks. Mudheshu vai mahad anugraha artha bandhu. You are the friend of the afflicted, therefore you have to show compassion towards them. This verse actually connects with a verse which Prahlada did Upadesha to Asura Balakas. That is there in chapter 5. This chapter 9 we are in, Adhyaya 9 in 7th Skandha. In chapter 5, Prahlada is talking to his friends in the Gurukula, all young boys. There to them he says, Koti prayaso Asura Balaka harehe. When he is doing Upadesha there, he talks to the Asura Balakas and says, there is not any great prayasa in doing devotion to Hari. If you have to worship Bhagavan, you don't have to put in great effort. You just do Nama Sankirtana. You just do in whatever way you know you can do your worship. So that is not any great effort. He told Asura Balakas there. Now he is talking to Bhagavan and saying, what is the great effort in protecting? So in both sides he is helping both people. He is playing both sides of the game, and here he is telling no great effort in worshipping, and to Bhagavan is saying no great effort in saving people. And therefore the commentator says he has created a friendship between Bhagavan and the Bhaktas. That is the greatness of Satyanis. Of people like this, they create that bridge between Bhagavan and those in the samsara. That is what Prahlada is doing here. Looking at Bhagavan and saying, you protect them, what is your great effort? Looking at us and saying, you do bhakti, what is the great effort? So on both sides he is building the bridge of devotion to Bhagavan and helping us reach Bhagavad Bhakti. May Prahlada's Bhakti come to us also. We will pause here for today and we will continue from the next verse in the next class. Any questions, you can raise your hands and ask. Nevertheless, for I think after the exams, memorization and written exam, this is the first time we are meeting. I hope those exams went on well. For those who were not able to do the computer based test on those 4 days when it was open, please send a mail to our support at Sanskrit, support at Vyoma Labs or something. When we will open it again at some point of time when it is comfortable, we will inform you. I will also be informing. Hopefully we will have it some other later time. So those who had a genuine reason because of which you could not attend it during those 3-4 days, please mail us. Mail support, you can CC me, but mainly mail the support ID. Okay? I hope you understand, or you can call them or WhatsApp them also and get it done. We will pause the class here for today. I hope everything is going on well. We will meet again next week. Agrima Saptahante Punarmilamaha. Namo Namah Sarvebhya. Ram Ram.